Hey everyone, my name is Ford from NorCal Thrills, and today I'm bringing you an update from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom for December 21st, 2024. In this update, we'll cover Holiday in the Park, which returns this year in largely the same form with some small differences. Along the way, we'll cover some ride updates, including Medusa getting repainted. Let's get started. Let's jump right into Holiday in the Park. This year is very similar to last year, so let's briefly talk about the different zones you can expect to find in the park. In the entrance plaza, we see the same massive tree, as well as holiday banners, a Santa photo opportunity, and the Letters to Santa stand. Here too in the evenings, you can watch the tree lighting ceremony where a random family is invited to turn on the tree for the night, although amusingly enough it was broken and took a very delayed while to turn on the night I went. Moving on, Christmas Tree Forest remains a beautifully lit area. Santa's Toyland keeps the huge toys and adds a massive Santa for a photo op with characters. Winter Wonderland had beautiful snow/soap, which somehow wasn't as slippery as it looked even though the ground was covered. The food court is still Celebration Station with signage up for all the holidays celebrated this time of year. This area also has the former Matcha Nacho location open as Sweet Cinnamon Chowder, serving a menu of soups that I bet were wonderful on a cold day. Would love to see this menu remain beyond the holidays. As expected, the festival zone returns with food stands, in this case, gingerbread dream puffs serving macarons and beignets, cookie cutter charms serving cinnamon rolls, Sugar Shack serving hot chocolate and cookies, and of course a souvenir shop and a bar. There's also a stage with shows throughout the day, even though I didn't manage to catch any of them. Going through the kids' areas, Tava's Jungle Land has become Tava's Jingle Land, with some decorations, including this very cute new one, and the requisite ride renames. Looney Tunes Seaport becomes Looney Tunes Sweetport and features decorations, the Twinkly Twee Forest walkthrough area, and a stage that features a handful of shows throughout the day. And finally, Seaside Junction has become Jingle Junction, with ride renames, a s'mores booth, and unfortunately the same upcharge foam play area. And finally, for miscellaneous Holiday in the Park updates, we see the same ride renames we've grown to expect, with Monkey Business and Thrill-a-Gorilla becoming Peppermint Twirl and Sugar Plum Spin respectively, the bumper cars becoming Reindeer Race, which looked wonderful by the way, and Monsoon Falls becoming Penguin Plunge, although it was closed on this very cold day I visited. And finally, a new show debuting during this event was Spencer Gray's Magic of the Holidays. Unfortunately, due to the weather, it couldn't happen in the Big Adventure Theater, but instead we got treated to an impromptu close-up magic show in a much more intimate venue. Spencer did a great job, and I hope to see him back next year. Although Holiday in the Park was largely the same this year, I love that the park still mixed up the shows a little bit. And honestly, the event doesn't need to change a ton given how beautiful it is with all the lights. I'm already looking forward to going back next year. Let's check in on some ride statuses this visit. Like I mentioned up top, Medusa is down with a cool themed closed message on the gate. Most of the ride has been repainted and looks great, but there's a couple of unpainted sections that let us see just how much the repaint was needed. Boomerang was back up again, which adds a much needed ride to a slow back of the park. And finally, we'll end the video with some animal updates. Due to the chillier weather, the animals were much more active than they usually are. I got to see some interesting looking butterflies, the giraffes eating, the bat moving around, and the cheetahs wandering around their enclosure. And that'll wrap up our update for the day. In this video, we covered Holiday in the Park, including new shows and all the areas, as well as some ride updates and plenty of animal shots. Time is running out for you to visit Discovery Kingdom for this wonderful event, so get out there before it ends if you can. In my next update from the park, I'll be checking out Winterfest at California's Great America.